Hey, I'm just putting my hair up because it is so hot in LA. And when I film, like, especially a live stream, that was terrible. I'm doing it in. When I film, especially a live stream, I turn off the air conditioner for noise, obviously. And yeah, but unfortunately, no air conditioner. It gets kind of hot. So there we go. That's better. Okay. So I know that it's already almost the middle of October, but I wasn't able to do my end of September video because I had been traveling, which I will get into. And then I traveled back, and then it's just been like a bit of a week with just getting readjusted to being back in the office at work and everything. So that's why we're doing the live stream today. And I was like, we just got to get it done, Lauren. And yeah, as always, if you're watching it live, oh, what is that? As always, if you're watching it live, please feel free to go in the comment in the chat, say whatever. I'll try to talk back to you. And if you're watching it on the replay, then you can leave a little comment or a big comment. I don't care. And I will respond to that. Yeah, that's pretty much the intro for a live stream. I'm really not sure what is happening here. I'm going to be honest. I put my hair up in a claw clip like often-ish, but I don't actually see it, I suppose. So this is a unique experience for me. I feel like most of the month, honestly, like not that much really happened. Like at the beginning of the month, I'm like looking through my photos as I do to be like, what was I even doing this month? I definitely was working. And I was at the animal shelter. It's still volunteering. I actually technically like end of August, early September hit my 1 year of being a volunteer at the Burbank Animal Shelter, which is super exciting. Yay. I really love it. And I'm excited to keep volunteering. I really wish I could have like my own pet, but I just feel like with my work hours and, you know, life stage, whatever, it feels unfair to get like a pet right now, especially like a pet that would need more time and energy. So it feels like being able to volunteer is a really nice way to get myself some animal time while also like being, contributing to the community and helping animals become maybe more socialized and like ready for their forever home. And I don't mind talking to the public either and being like, hey, what kind of dog are you looking for? Because I'm in the dog training like group. Though that doesn't stop me from saying hello to the cats. This is Danny boy. He's so cute. My little toe beans, adorable. Yeah. So that was that. And then it looks like I didn't do anything else, apparently, that was photo worthy until the 10th of September when I attended virtually with YouTube an eating disorder creator workshop. And I was really excited to be able to attend that one. I could only go to like half of it because it was during the workday. So I went to like during my lunch time, but then I had to like go back to work because sadly my lunch isn't always, super, super long. And it was very nice. I have, been open on my channel before about my history with eating disorders and body dysmorphia and everything. But it was very interesting to go to kind of like a top panel discussion chat about how to like approach certain topics and how to talk about things in a safe manner where you can still be sharing your story and, maybe hopefully helping others feel validated or kind of see where they can go, but without being like triggering or body checking or doing certain things that are not, beneficial to anyone who might be struggling or in recovery. Obviously, people, things can happen and it may not be like on purpose or whatever, but I thought it was just really interesting. And I'm really happy that I get that kind of opportunity to go. I'm not monetized on YouTube. If you ever see an ad on one of my videos, I'm not getting any money from it. But I do get to go to certain like events and workshops like that in like the creator community. And I'm very happy that I get to do that even without, getting monetized because it's just interesting to me. It keeps things dynamic in the brain. And I do really love content creating. I sometimes wish I had like the time to do some of my like wilder ideas, I would say. Or I had like inspiration for like easier ideas. I feel like I'm very much like 0 to 100. I'm not so good at like, what's like a realistic video idea we can do, either for free or like very low budget. I'm just like, oh my God, I have a plan, but it's kind of hard to accomplish. So yeah, if anyone has any like video ideas again of things that are maybe more low key, let me know. I did, of course, get my new like vlog camera and I did test it out at the Bronx Zoo, which I'll get to in the month. but I actually haven't really had the time to look at any of the footage yet. I know I definitely was messing up a couple of things because I was, like, experimenting with it. It was his first time out on the town, and I'm almost 80% sure that at least one of the clips I'd accidentally done the setting where it's, like, video with no audio, but maybe not. Maybe I actually successfully did audio the whole time. We shall see when we get to it. If there's enough footage, I will actually, like, make a video out of it, but I'm not really sure because, again, I was just kind of experimenting because I've been to the Bronx Zoo a bunch in my life, so I figured it wouldn't be, like, the end of the world if I was trying to make a vlog out of it and capture moments, but, like, they didn't work out so well because I've been there before versus, oh, the first time I go somewhere and maybe it, like, doesn't work out quite as well. What's next on the monthly journey? Oh, this is so unimportant, but we keep been seeing this coyote at work. Um, I don't work on a train track, but, like, that's a train track, obviously, in the area. And we had, like, a naming contest, and I pitched the name Dakota. It made the top 3, but it didn't win. So that coyote's name is Carl with a C. I'm not sure why, but that was the name that people liked the best. I really liked Dakota. I think Dakota was good. I mean, there were at least like 13 or 14 name submissions. So I am proud that my submission made it into the top 3. I just truly still believe that Dakota would have been a better name than Carl, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. And then, oh, we're back at the animal shelter. I'm just like, sometimes I'm having a rough day, right? And then you see like a dog who has ears like that. And like, how can you be upset, right? Like, it's immediately a mood booster, at least for me. And sometimes I need all the mood boosters I can get. Yay. I also must have seen a movie in IMAX. What movie? Oh, I think I've seen Beetlejuice in IMAX. That must have been what it was. I thought it was fun. I thought that was a fun movie. Definitely, like, I think I liked the first one better, but I kind of like a movie that's like not afraid to be like stupid, but like in a fun way. I think some movies try really hard to like not be kind of a dumb movie, but they're still trying to be fun. And it's like this is just a stupid movie. Like just embrace that it's like a chaotic, wacko movie, and you'll like get people way more interested and enjoy it. At least that's what I enjoy more, like a movie that's like embraces that it's kind of silly and out there because, the world, as I say many times on this channel, world is tough right now and people, at least I think, like want something kind of lighthearted and fun to like escape reality momentarily and have a good time. Like you're not going to like chase people away by making it obvious that it's going to be like a little escape psychotic movie, but you will make people upset if they're expecting a cinema film and it's dumb. I don't know. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. I obviously had my weekend day where I like obsessively cleaned the apartment, which I made a short of. And that was because I've traveled at the end of the month and I was like, we gotta clean this apartment. Like I can't come back and it look like a mess because it's gonna get worse. And trust me, the past this week, I got back Sunday night. Like the apartment, she's not looking great. She looks okay. But like if I hadn't, I have to do more cleaning because when I first got back, I kind of just like dumped everything and like crashed. So like if I hadn't cleaned before this, but like it would have been so bad. Just actually terrible. And then the other fun sort of YouTube thing that I did this month is I got to go to the B&H Creator times YouTube little workshop, which was really fun for creating next level content. I like B&H. I've been to B&H in New York City a few times with my dad mostly. There goes the plane. And it's just kind of fun to, do a call with them. Again, just like a random thing to do. It was still sort of funny because I literally like just ordered my new camera and everything. So I was rather amused. They were like talking about certain things. Not really like for what I was looking for anyways, but it was just like kind of funny timing, I would say. But it's like these like YouTube events kind of like pop up and I kind of have to plan. I don't like necessarily plan things assuming they're going to have like someone's going to show up, right? You got to like plan, live your life doing other stuff. And then if it comes up and works out, then yay. If it not, then like whatever. But again, like this month was a lot of, I guess just like a lot of working. I'm like, what did I do this month? I saw movies, went to the animal shelter and did some work, I guess. I mean, I was making a lot of YouTube videos, I feel like. Oh yeah, I started playing my violin again this month, as you may have seen from my YouTube video. I could try to play something right now. I think it would sound really bad, but maybe we'll go for it. I have my violin over here. She has this gorgeous case, don't you think? I don't know. Let me see if she's in tune. I don't really feel like tuning the violin like on live because I'm really bad at tuning. I mean, I have a tuner. I can't ear tune, but she's a really nice looking violin, right? She's gorgeous. Though for some reason, like every time, like the chin rest like always gets really loose, and I have to like retighten it every time, which is really annoying. I don't really know how to avoid that. If anyone has like a pro tip on how to avoid having to do that, let me know. Wait, I literally forgot. I can't play the violin right now. I have my stupid. Well, they're not stupid. I have my extensions. Just kidding. I cannot play the violin with extensions, which is why, it always worked out that growing up I had like terrible nails as I played instruments. So it's not like even if I had long nails, like I couldn't have long nails even if I wanted to. Of course, I couldn't have long nails anyways because my nails always like broke. And I went to my cousin's wedding and I got the little nail extensions. They've now been here for 2 weeks. So that's why they look maybe a little like grown out. But like I actually asked, I think, for the shortest extensions I could get while they were still like to make the like almond shape. And then we also got like headshots done for having the YET program, which is the Hollywood Professional Association's Young Entertainment Professionals. And that's when I got little footage and I rocked out with my purple blazer. I did also get some done in my like gray suit, which my grandma literally, I saw her over the weekend for the wedding and I showed her some of the pictures and she literally went, because she got me the suit. She's like, when we went shopping, I suggested you get a black suit and you wanted gray. Do you regret that decision? It's like, no, I really like the gray. I think the gray is interesting and fun. I have no regrets about the gray suit. If one day I want a black suit, I can get a black suit. I think gray is just like, again, it's just more interesting. I feel like everyone and their mother has a black suit. And then I got to play with the Pyrenees puppy, which, I don't know. There's like no words. He looks like a baby seal. Like they literally look like baby seals. They're so cute and they're huge. Like they're so big. Like that dog, I think is like 11 weeks old. And he's a big little boy. But like he's precious. He's a precious bean. I'm hoping that pretty much by the time I'm back, like this upcoming weekend, because I was away for 2 weekends, I'm hoping like all the Pyrenees puppies have been adopted because they were born at the shelter. And so obviously it's not like they've been at the shelter for years and years, but it's just, I want them to get out of the shelter and like, find their favorite homes. And then, the other thing that I did, which I won't show because spoilers, but I did have a meeting with my storyboard artist for the animated short that I'm working on. And I've been working on this for like years on and off basically, but I finally actually had like a real meeting and we have like I didn't do any of the work. She did all the work. Obviously we have like the 18 boards for like the rough draft versions of the storyboard. And it's just like crazy that like they exist, like the storyboards, they exist. Like they're not just in here anymore. They're like out there in the real world. And I'm really hyped about it when things are like progressing a bit more and I'm going to be talking about the project. If I'm trying to, help get some traction for maybe fundraising or whatever, then you can see what they look like. But for now, they're still under wraps. But I'm just like really excited about it because I don't know. So like as for my job, like I technically like I do work in the entertainment like film industry, but obviously I don't work on like my films, right? So it's very exciting to be like again actually working on like a creative project of mine versus like the company's project. And yeah, it's just like I don't know, felt really invigorating and it was like, oh my God, like this is why I want to make movies. For a little teaser, the film was inspired by this painting, which I actually did this painting at like a paint and sip. So I inspired myself with my own work, which I think is iconic, actually. And then I did a podcast with my sister. So you should watch the episode, or if you prefer to listen to podcasts, that episode, like I have the link for my sister's Spotify. Like it's called the Manuscript because it's like food and books. So instead of manuscript, it's manuscript. Haha. And yeah, we talk about The Devil in the White City, which is one of my favorite books by Eric Larson. And by that, I mean, it's one of my favorite books and it's by Eric Larson. I've only read 2 books by Eric Larson, so I feel like I can't really say it's one of my favorite books by Eric Larson because I just, again, haven't read enough books by him. But I think he's a really good author and I like the book. So yeah, check out that. It was like first time being like a guest on someone else's podcast. And yes, maybe like it's nepotism. I don't care. I do not care. I'm going to use nepotism to my advantage. I never can use nepotism, okay? So we're going to take it. And then I was pretty much done with the month. I rounded out by going to Las Vegas with my friend. It's me in Vegas. And we went to see the U2 movie at the Sphere. There's me again. Obviously I work for the Sphere. It's on my LinkedIn. But we didn't pay. We did not get these tickets for free. We did not pay for them, but they were a present from my friend's dad. So for us, it was the gift. But we weren't going like as employees. We were going as like regular people. And it was really fun. I saw the concert, like the U2 concert live. So it was interesting to watch like the movie. Obviously, like the concert itself was like hours long and the movie, I believe, was 70 minutes. So they did cut some songs to make it like a little more palatable. But I was very impressed with it. And I think it was fun. I mean, obviously, I like the live concert better because I love live events. And like, of course, a live concert would be better than a concert movie. But it was like pretty deceptive how they like kind of, because they use like real audience crowd to like kind of fill the space, which was a little like, wow, are there ghosts in here? But it was fun. I'm not sure if I would have like, driven out to Vegas, like just for that. Like if I go in for that and I thought it was like put the on a pedestal, I may have been a little disappointed. But because I didn't really have like any expectations for it, because I didn't work on that project, like I worked a little bit on like in support capacity, but I'm not like a lead on it. So I really wasn't sure what to expect. And I thought it was fun. And it was fun to go with my friend. We walked around, we went to the Wynn to look at they're kind of like botanical garden tree things. We went to the cactus garden, like slightly outside the strip. It was a nice time. It was just like a little crazy of a day because we left at like 6 a.m. because she drove us. And then I actually left Vegas. Like I didn't drive back to LA. I actually like left out of the Vegas airport to Newark where my mother picked me up. I did a red eye. And a red eye from Vegas to Newark is worse than the red eye from LA to Newark because it's a shorter flight, which may sound better, which is better for a regular flight, but I feel like not better for a red eye. But regardless, the flight was done, made it back, took a nap for a couple hours, and then my mom and I were off to the Bronx Zoo. And it was kind of rainy, which was a little disappointing, but not disappointing enough for us not to go to the zoo. We still saw, animals. It's an elephant. Yay, elephants. And we saw the okapi, which is huge because it's my mom's like favorite animal at the zoo. So okapi or bust. This is a picture of my mom and the okapi. I feel like my mom is pretty easy to see. The okapi is kind of blurry in the background, but it's evidence, okay? There's photo evidence of this okapi. So I was just very happy. We saw the red river hogs, which I'm a fan of like all the pig type animals, like warthogs, river hogs, babirussas, like all that stuff. And I'm just a fan of them. I can't explain it. I really like them. So it was nice to go to the zoo. And the real sad part about the rain was they do this thing like Boo at the Zoo, which I was not going to participate in Boo at the Zoo because I was like, for children. Sadly, I'm not a child anymore. But it was rainy. But there were still kids out there. I think probably not as many as maybe the zoo had planned before the rain. But there were still kids out there, and they were still doing some of the activities, which was cute. I just felt a little sad because it was obviously wet. But I still had a great time. We went right on the monorail when we got to the zoo. Like, there was literally no way. We walked right onto the monorail. Very exciting stuff. Went to Jungle World. We saw the gorillas. I mean, I'm a happy camper. And the weekend, well, I guess it's the weekend, yeah. It did not slow down because my friend drove up from Philly for dinner that night, and my sister and her boyfriend came over for dinner. And then I actually drove with my friend back to Philly. And then I worked remote on Monday from Philadelphia because I was working remote that week. And I worked remote from Philadelphia, which is just like, what a move. So it was so nice to spend like more time with like my East Coast friends and family. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the end of September. Or was it September? No, Tuesday. 1 second. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So that was the end of September, was in Philadelphia. And then I continue to see more friends and family on the East Coast in October, but that's not important in the September monthly recap. I do apologize that I feel like this was more of like a catch up chat with like spurts of September. I just feel like September, although I feel like went fine. Like I was busy with my like OCD therapy and like content creating work, puzzling, etc. I just feel like I guess there wasn't a lot of like whoa photo worthy events that I took pictures of. So my recap I feel like may feel a little flat, but that's what it is. That's just the truth and the honest truth of it. And yeah, so I've seen a couple people blipping in and out. So thanks for tuning in. And yeah, thanks for sticking around with this little life of mine that I'm sharing with you. I will see you guys real soon on whatever short, long form, or my next live stream, which will hopefully be not 10 days into the month of November. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, comment down below, whatever, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.